So welcome back to DC's Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Superboy, number 106, published in 1963 with story by Jerry Siegel and art by Kurt Swan. God, that infernal brat we kidnapped from Jor-El of Krypton has somehow become super and is wrecking my space fleet. Gasp, that's me when I was an infant. Before coming to Earth, I thought I had no superpowers then, but according to this scene I'm probing with my mind prober, Ray, I was not only a super baby for a while, but I drove a space villain crazy. All of us know that when Superboy was baby Kal-El, he gained superpowers upon coming to Earth from the planet Krypton due to the yellow rays of our sun. Now, with the aid of his mind prober Ray, Superboy examines his subconscious mind and learns there actually was a time before he reached Earth when he gained superpowers. For the most surprising Superboy tale of all, see the pandemonium which explodes when Kal-El makes a complete shambles of the Lair of Brainiac. One evening in the Kent home as Superboy prepares to dictate another chapter of his secret memoirs. Despite my powers of total recall, there are gaps in my memory due to my occasional exposures to green kryptonite. But thanks to this mind prober Ray, my brain can be stimulated into remembering events which happened to me on my native world Krypton before I was sent to Earth. Fascinating. As Superboy switches on the mind probe Ray, memories of his life on Krypton unreal in this mind-like mental movies. I see myself as baby Kal-El pushing the button on a toy spaceship back on Krypton. I didn't have any superpowers because of its red sun. Only yellow rays from Earth's sun can make me super. That lever activated the toy's jets, sending it streaking upward. My Kryptonian parents, Jor-El and Lair, are outside the house. They must have sent me out to play. Whee! Now I'm projecting a scene from my 3D picture slide with my toy flash gun on the wall. Why, it's Krypto when he was just a puppy. Ha ha! Gasp, what's this? A falcon made of metal. Just flashed down. It seized me in its talon and is flying off with me. Nice birdie. Him taking me for a ride. What fun. Great, Krypton. That thing obviously a remote-controlled device, and it's flying me into a spaceship that's hovering overhead. Now I'm inside the vessel, and oh no, those sinister-looking aliens are pretending friendship. Nice baby. Aren't you glad we had you brought here? We're going to take you far away to visit our leader, Uncle Brainiac. Now at this point, I don't think Superboy is aware of Brainiac since Superman met him. Uncle Brainiac? I had no uncle by that name. Oh, I see. They think they're being funny. Now the craft is flashing away from Krypton. Space warp switch on. We're vanishing, Tagore. Farewell to Krypton and its red sun. A split instant afterwards, we've materialized in our own galaxy, light years distant, Tagore. It's good to see our yellow sun again. Signal Brainiac that we're arriving, Renlo. The ship has landed and I'm being taken into a strange laboratory amidst a group of buildings. Great Scott, those tiny cities inside glass bottles. Who? Shh, Uncle Brainiac is studying his history tapes. Oh, what a shock, Coco, to return to my planet Brainiac. At this point, they were still kind of fiddling with the name of his home planet, but eventually it would settle on Kolu. From a space journey and discover what a plague has wiped out the population. Brainiac looks the same as when Superman will encounter him years later because Brainiac has a 200-year lifespan. With my shrinking ray, I'll roam the universe, stealing cities and reducing them to miniature size inside my bottles. Then I'll restore the cities to their natural size on Brainiac. Brainiac will live again under my rule. Now Brainiac is turning off the tapes. Good work, men. We'll deliver the boy's belt to his father as proof that we kidnapped him. Jor-El will have to give us his great new invention, the 21Y Ronatort, as ransom for the baby. The 21Y Ronatort is so deadly it's hidden on Krypton where even I can't find it. I need it because, gulp, the baby tripped against the wall and is crashing right through it. What's this? I not only fell through the lab unharmed, but me can fly, me feel strong too. Ooh, more toy ships. Moments later, me lift the ship, push button, and it's got no button. Impossible. The child's lifting my best spaceship. How? It weighs tons. Next, toy ship, no good. Phooey. He's tossing it away with such power. It's hurtling up into space. Oh, that was the pride of my space fleet. Instinctively using my newly gained telescopic vision, I saw the ship sail off into orbit or about another planet. Look, up in the sky, a flying saucer. Who says there aren't such things? There's only one explanation. The yellow solar rays of our sun have somehow energized this baby from Krypton, so he's acquired superpowers. Yellow solar rays? Yes, Krypton has a red sun. Our sun, which is exactly similar to the sun of planet Earth, is yellow. He knows about Earth? Can anyone from Krypton superpowers observe? This is Earth and its solar system. Me look for Earth. With my supervision, I gazed across space into a bowling alley in Smallville where, gulp, I saw you, Dad. Jonathan Kent, one of the best players on our team. Ugh. As Superboy halts his memory movies for a few moments, imagine that. I had superpowers before coming to Earth, and I saw you in Smallville before I reached this planet. Let's learn what happened next. I'll use the Mind Prober Ray once more. Uh-oh, I see myself jamming my fingers into two metal balls. I'm creating my own finger holes. Baby-like, I want to imitate the way I saw you bowl on Earth. Now I'm bowling the balls toward some distant trees, and Brainiac is mad. Me play like man me saw. Those are Z-bombs, you stupid brat. Deadly Euroxium is in their center. As I chased after the flying balls eagerly, me go see if balls knock down all trees. Keep away from those bombs. If you're near them, they'll explode. You'll be killed. But I ignored his shouts, and just as I reached a grove of trees, wham! That finishes the brat. But instants later, gasp, he's alive. My viewer scope reveals the atomic explosion didn't kill him. He can't be harmed, and his clothing isn't torn because the yellow solar rays have made his Kryptonian garments also indestructible. Now I've dropped down into a crater formed by the blast. The explosion has uncovered a coal vein, and as I lift some coal lumps and happen to squeeze them, the super pressure exerted by my hands converts the coal into diamonds. Ooh, how pretty. Black stone, now shiny stone. But I hadn't mastered my flying ability, so I returned. Oop. The little fool's crashing into our treasure vault, where we keep our interplanetary loot. Inside the vault. Oh, more stones. Me make these stones shiny too, like blackstone. They are already shiny. Gulp. He's squeezing our rubies and emeralds into dust. Stop that. Not realizing the difference between coal and precious jewels, I repeated the squeezing process over and over again until can't make pretty. Oh, he's destroyed all our loot. I've got to prevent him from doing even more damage, but how? I've got it. When we emerge from the vault, my shrinking ray gun and growth ray gun are in this case. I'll reduce the destructive little monster to the size of a fly and imprison him in a bottle. But then, a flash gun like me got it home. Me want it. That's not a toy. Blast it. Put it back. And as I obeyed, me sorry. That's better. Now to pick it up and shrink you to the size of an insect. But the next instant, instead of getting smaller, he's growing. The baby's becoming the size of a teenage Superboy. He's enlarging now. He's as big as a Superman. Well, stop blasting him with your ray. And now he's become a supergiant. I get it. When he put the ray down, he switched its position in the case. I lifted the wrong ray gun by mistake, so that he's become gigantic instead of shrinking. The guns look nothing alike. He's Brainiac. Quick, Brainiac, do something. The baby giant is destroying our secret weapons arsenal while waddling clumsily. This time I picked up the right ray gun. It's working. He's beginning to dwindle in size. Just as I shrank down to my normal size, me want to play with toy too. Yup, it's not a toy, I tell you. Ha, you now teensy. Don't worry, Brainiac. I've got the enlarging ray. I'll make you normal size again. Help, I'm being reduced to the size of a gnat. Seconds afterwards, me squeeze too hard, break it, too bad. Now that I'm my own size again, I've got to get that super powerful baby away from here before he does something dumb and wrecks the whole planet. Please, go back to Krypton and stay there. If you agree to leave, I'll let you work the spaceship's controls. Good, good. Little me like that. But as we flashed across space, whee! He's flying loop-de-loops. Now we're upside down. If we get out of this alive, it'll be a miracle. When we alighted on Krypton, let's play some more. No. Bah! Someday I'll return to the world and be avenged for this humiliation, which I assume means stealing Kandor. After I rejoined my Kryptonian parents, and me flew like Birdie, and Uncle Brainiac let me fly spaceship, and what an imagination. As Superboy turns off the ray. Fantastic. So you once had superpowers on another world with a yellow sun before coming to Earth. What forgotten adventures I experienced when I was baby Kal-El on Krypton. Or what adventures will I discover next time I use the Mind Probe Array? Hopefully none. I'll be honest. I know a lot of people like the silliness of the Silver Age, and I do too. But I didn't enjoy the story. I thought it was really dumb. But that is, I guess, Superboy or Super Baby's first encounter with Brainiac.